You are a light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Welcome to Sister Vibes. I'm Tara,
I'm Alicia
and we're
in the
sitting on the
bathroom
toilet. Sitting on the toilet. Just
with
kidding, we're not.
lighters.
I'm not. I'm not sitting on the toilet. I don't know about you.
I'm kneeled on the ground, but the laptop's on the toilet.
Okay. I'm. Okay. Oh, good. Good. Okay.
We're gonna do things a little different today. We got
Yes.
another treat for you.
You might not want this treat. We don't know, but
We're
yeah.
sitting on a toilet. Sitting
Just
on a
kidding.
toilet.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about being a light in the darkness. As Christians, we are called to be a light in this dark world.
Yes.
And obviously, we're, making a point here that our light will shine greatest in the darkest of environments. And so, wherever God has placed you, there are people who need to see your light, and so that they can come to know the Lord. And that's the verse that I read earlier was Matthew 5:14 through 16, just talking about how we're called to be a light of the world. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to hopefully not do this whole episode in the bathroom, but we
It
want
makes me have to go pee
to, I
or
know,
wee. I have to wee.
yes, just don't wee in your pants. Oh, I just blew my thing out. So, hey guys, welcome to The Light. We figured we'd take the show from out of the bathroom into the light so that you guys can see our faces and we don't have to sit on the toilet. So, even though we both love doing that, you know, usually.
Yes, we love sitting on the toilet.
Who doesn't love sitting on the toilet? Anyway, but yeah,
Well, it
so
depends. If you have diarrhea, it's horrible.
yeah, that's
But
not fun. But I would always rather have diarrhea than vomiting. So
oh, for sure.
always like if my stomach starts hurting or whatever, and I'm like, Lord, please just let it be diarrhea. I don't want to throw up, you know? I haven't thrown up in a long time. So
You're so
he
funny.
answers even the littlest prayers.
You pray for
Yeah.
diarrhea.
Like when you, gosh, I hate throwing up though.
I do
Anyway,
too.
I don't
It's
know why. How did it turn to this?
I don't
But
like the feeling either, and I can't stick my finger down my throat and make myself throw up. I've never been able to do that.
ugh.
Ugh. No, I don't like throwing up either. So, okay.
But here we
Light.
are. We're not on the toilet. We're talking about light, being a light in the darkness. Um, yeah. So, do you have any examples of that or any
What?
stories that you want to share about how you have experienced that yourself? How, your light, the light of Christ in you has made a difference in somebody's life?
I don't know if it's made a difference, but I do. People do notice my light, especially like through like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they ask me like why I have a glow about me, and I
Right.
get to explain to them that I'm saved, and
Mm,
it's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. And for those who aren't on Instagram, who don't know, she just posts a lot of like uplifting things,
Oh yeah.
messages, and just funny stories, and just
And I try to smile a lot, which I do smile a lot. It's just, and you know what's weird about that too is sometimes I feel like people get sick of my smiles. So I'll post something without a smile and they'll be like, wait, where's your smile? It's really funny.
uh, yeah. Uh, Sorry, I'm trying to plug in my laptop. Okay, got it. I was plugging it in. All right, sorry.
Plug
Yeah,
it in, plug
but
it in.
yeah, smiling, that's just a
Oh,
good way to
to show your light.
plug it in. That reminds me of the country version of that. But anyway,
I haven't seen that.
yeah, it's like plug it in, plug it in. Anyway. That's how it goes. So
You should be a country singer.
yeah, probably not. No. Yeah, sitting on the toilet. Just kidding. Oh man, this is like all over the place. Oh well. Oh well. um, but yeah. Yeah, so just smiling and laughing, right?
Oh, let your light shine. Sit on the toilet.
That's where it
I
shines
pray for
best.
diarrhea. Plug it in.
Yes, if you're gonna have diarrhea, make sure you have some air freshener in there for the rest of your family, just to be courteous. Do you courtesy flush?
Nope.
You don't? That's mean.
I'll be like, Alex, come here.
Come smell this one. Can you tell what I ate for
And
dinner?
sometimes Leo will be in there with me too. Mommy, you stink.
And you're like, get out. Why are you in here? No.
I'm like, do you like it? Because you don't leave.
Right.
You must like the smell of my poo
Oh
poo.
my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, like Aubrey, if we go in public anywhere, like I think I've told you this before, but if it stinks really bad in there,
She says it out loud,
oh
doesn't
yeah,
she?
she's like, why is it stinking here? Ew. Or if she hears somebody fart and she's like, they farted, ew, like really loud. I'm like, Aubrey.
Alex was actually the funniest with that because he was very like vocal when it comes to, oh, it stinks in here. He was so dramatic about it.
Oh my gosh.
How do you not laugh at that?
I know.
Oh, so
I know.
funny.
I remember when Aubrey she was probably like a year and a half or two ago, where she's finally getting to the age where she is more aware of her surroundings. Like we went into a bathroom. It was probably a Walmart bathroom, but it smelled so bad in there. Like so bad. Somebody like lit it up in there. And she was holding her nose. She's never done that before. It's like,
Aw.
most kids when they're toddlers are just like whatever, but she held her nose and she was
I
just
hope
telling me it stinks so bad, and I was just laughing so hard, trying not to like laugh loud because obviously somebody was in there pooping. But
Have you ever heard them poop and then hear it drop into
yeah,
the toilet?
yeah,
That always makes me laugh. And when people fart.
man. Like when I hear other people like pooping in there, I try to like get the heck out of there because I don't want to smell it. So I'm like,
I
I
do
can't.
too, but sometimes it's like it's hard, especially if you have a kid with you that has to go too, and you're like
Yeah,
stuck in there
I
waiting
know.
for them. Oh.
I know. Oh, you're like I try to hold my breath, man.
Oh,
And
me too. It's
obviously
sometimes it just.
you
How do
can't
people smell like that? Mine's never that bad. Like, why do you smell that bad?
courtesy flush.
Yeah. Is that
You've
what it
never had
is?
to
Yeah, but
smell.
even if I don't sit, even if I don't courtesy flush and I'm sitting in it,
Yeah.
it doesn't smell that bad.
Well, you know, they say that your own poop doesn't ever smell as bad to you as it does to other people. So maybe that's why.
I like the way mine smells.
Oh man.
I'm
Anyway,
kidding.
no.
Kidding.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let your light shine.
Yes. Light shine bright everywhere we
We
go.
could probably talk about poop and toilets for a very long time.
This is gonna go on the blooper reel, but maybe some of it. I'll leave
Yeah,
some of it,
that's
but
fine. You could just, yeah.
no, I will. It'll be funny. It'll be a funny video.
Be like, we got another little treat for you.
A treat. Oh gosh, yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be
I
funny.
need to look at that sweaty
Already?
armpits. Yeah, I'm not even talking about my life yet. It's actually hot in here.
Okay.
The sun shines like right in. It's the dining room.
All right. So, what do we want to talk about? Okay, so you at the gym, do people notice too while you're working out and stuff? Did you say, or was it just on Instagram?
No, people notice when I'm working out because I smile, and sometimes that's a bad thing because they think it's an invitation to come over and talk to me or ask me out, and
Oh
that's really
gosh.
awkward. So sometimes I have to like not smile, but
Mhm.
yeah, people do notice that I
Yeah.
have a certain like glow about me,
Yeah.
what I've been told.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and I can feel it too, though. I know. I like smiling and I like being happy, so.
Mhm. Good.
That's the natural way to show your shine is to
Yeah.
just let the joy come out your teeth,
Your teeth in your mouth and your eyes.
your face. I was
Your
trying to
face.
say
Your
face.
face. Yes. Let it come out of your face. Yeah. And I like that you're saying let it because it's a choice. Just like
Yeah.
every other thing is when it says let your light shine, sometimes we might have a tendency to kind of hold that in, right? That that our faith or our joy, because we might feel like, oh, I don't know that person, or I'm at the grocery store, or whatever.
Yeah, but we should never care. Like we
Yeah.
should never care about that. And
Yeah.
the more you do it, the more comfortable you are doing it, the more natural it
Mhm.
becomes.
Yeah,
So
it just
now,
flows
yeah, for sure.
like diarrhea. Kidding. Oh man. Were you thinking that?
Yes.
Oh gosh. It's the vibes. No. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I think it's important, like I said, as Christians, that we're constantly letting our light shine. And when we say light, just our joy, like Alicia said, just our
And
joy, our peace.
and good vibes.
Yes,
Just
yes.
like I'm always saying
Positivity.
good positive vibes, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
be
where it
positive.
comes from.
Yeah, be positive and because this world is so lost and dark, like I hate watching the news. I think I've said that before. It's just
Yeah. I
so
don't
much
watch it.
sadness, so much
Hmm.
evil, so much hate. Like,
Yep. It makes me hurt physically. Like so
yeah,
I can't watch it. Because it like actually makes me upset.
yeah,
I don't
just a lot of darkness. But the thing is, like, those people need hope. Yeah, there's a lot of bad people out there and bad things that are going on, but what they need most is Jesus, right?
yeah.
And as Christians, we are the ones that have been called to, share that with them. And part of that is, like I said, letting our light shine wherever God has placed us, whether it's in a job or at our kids' schools or, even at the grocery store. We could be positive. We can share the hope that we have. And that's basically what it's about, just sharing the hope that we have. And I was just thinking about, in our dark bathroom, like our one light, it did light up a lot, but the room was still dark, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the more people that we give that light to and pass it on to, like it's going to light up more and more of our world. But if we just keep that light to ourselves and we don't pass it on, like, yeah, our world's going to be light, but what about everybody else?
Yeah.
So just thinking about that, how we can make more of an impact when we pass that light on instead of kind of keeping it to ourselves.
You
So,
know what's hard sometimes about that though? Just speaking from experience, is people like to stay negative.
yeah,
They like and they question you and they think, I don't know, I'm fake,
yeah,
basically. Does that
yeah.
make sense? Like I'm
Mhm.
being fake. There's no way she's always happy. That's not, no. Of course I'm not always happy, but for the most part, I, try to be happy,
Yeah, yeah,
but like sometimes it's hard to just,
yeah,
because there's always people that
yeah.
just have to like try to, it's like they try to push buttons,
Mhm.
to test you to see.
Yeah,
Does that make sense to you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ugh,
I get you.
it's just so crazy. Like you
Yeah, and
said, the
it's like,
world.
yeah, I was gonna say, those people who just thrive on being negative, they're stuck. They've been held captive by negativity, and it's like they enjoy that for some reason. And
I don't
misery
understand
loves
it.
company.
Yeah, I don't
So
understand it. I said it our last one. Like I'll never
yeah,
understand it. I
yeah.
like being happy. I
Hmm.
like smiling. Smiling is my favorite.
Yeah.
You
Elf.
remember Buddy the Elf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We watched that. I watched it. Okay, I tried to watch that a couple years ago, and for some reason, I just could never get into it. But I watched it after you talked about it last year,
Uh,
and it's hilarious.
it is. There's so many funny, silly little things in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was laughing. Spoiler alert to anybody who hasn't seen it, but the part where he was walking in the street and he just gets
Yeah.
hit by a cab,
He
like that was
breaks them.
so unexpected, and I was like laughing so hard at that because I just wasn't expecting that. It was just
That,
so
I
dumb.
feel like that's me sometimes though,
Yeah.
walking around just like
Oh,
just
yeah.
happy.
And see those
And I
people
want
who
to
are
tell
negative.
people, yeah.
There's like the cab, boom, hitting you, right? Get out of here.
Smiling's my favorite. Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? My nickname, I don't know if you even knew this, but playing basketball in middle school, 7th and 8th grade, my nickname was Smiley because I would smile all the time. Like I just couldn't help it.
I used to get in trouble for laughing and smiling when I was in high school.
Yeah. Oh, what, in class?
I actually got in school suspension one time.
Yeah, like detention or something.
Yeah, detention. They call it in school suspension now.
Yeah, from laughing. That's funny.
Yeah, from laughing too much. So that's kind of funny. Thinking back about that, I'm like, yeah, I've always been a laugher.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, we've always just laughed together. I mean, that's us. Like above your head, it says laugh, love. Live is up a little higher, guys, but there it is. Yes, laugh.
Live, laugh, love. Yes.
That's us. But I was just thinking, our basketball team was horrible, and like we only won 2 games both years that I played, and we only won because the other team had to forfeit because they had a girl who was like 16 on their team. This was middle school. Yeah. So those are our only 2 games, but I smiled anyway because when I'm awkward, I smile. I smile in every circumstance. I can't help it.
Weird, awkward situations too.
Yeah.
Like when you probably shouldn't be smiling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's me too. So we would lose and I'd be smiling. And so my coach nicknamed me Smiley. And I'm like, thanks. Like, what do you say? Better like than smiling. Something else.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, one of the girls' names was Freight Train. I was always a little jealous that I didn't get named Freight Train, but it really didn't fit my personality. So I was okay with Smiley. Freight train.
You're not a freight train.
I know,
that means she busts through people, right?
Yeah, she was tough, man. She was tough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm tough, but not that tough.
Yeah. She was like, that's my impression of her.
It's kind of like your jumping jacks.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a freight train. This is a jumping jack. This is a freight train. Even though it sounds like a bear or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not good at impressions, y'all. Oh, what up?
Oh. Freight train.
Well, I'm just like, my arms are up here. Like she's just knocking somebody over. Anyway.
It's funny.
Anywho, yes, we just smile a lot. We laugh a lot. We are joyful in all circumstances. Not all circumstances, but you can be joyful in all circumstances. Otherwise, God wouldn't have put it in his word for us to follow. So it's a choice. And
we be sad too, but if you're going to be sad, just be sad for a little bit. Don't be sad for weeks and months and years and don't let it take hold.
Yeah, I was going to say, we know that there are going to be situations that you go through that are just hard. And we've both been through situations that are hard. We know what it's like. And yes, there's a time to grieve. There's a time to be sad. There's a time to be angry. But ultimately, like Alicia said, we can't let those feelings define us. We can't let them dictate our lives. Yes, feel those things because we're humans. We're going to feel them for the appropriate time and then move on, let God's joy and peace heal those areas and move on, and he will heal it and he will help you, move forward so that you can be the light, So
you can smile and be happy and be filled with joy. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
An insensitive thing. Well, I've been told that I'm insensitive for this. It's just telling people to get over it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see where that's kind of insensitive, but that's just my way of thinking. Just get over it. Yeah. It's time to move on.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's kind of like a blunt, but I have been called insensitive for saying that. But this is usually after,
long time.
It's time to move on.
Yeah.
It's time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think sometimes, oh my gosh, my Siri is over here going off. Sorry. On my phone.
Siri. Do you say hey Siri or hello Siri? What do you do?
I don't say. I don't even use it. I don't even know why it just went off.
I hear Alex doing it all the time. Hey Siri. I'm like, why do you do that?
Seriously, why? Didn't
Mom jokes.
Mom jokes. Yeah. What were we saying? Oh yeah. Because sometimes
About
it
get over
takes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, sometimes we need that little gentle nudge. Like, all right, we know how it feels, but it's time to stand back up, move forward. Don't let it hold you down and hold you back, because it will. It will hold you back when you hold on to that stuff.
I have to
Yeah.
work on the gentleness of that
Yeah.
because, like I said, I get to the point where I'm just like, just get over it.
Dude, get over it. No, no, that's not our message today, guys.
Be a
We
light.
love
Get
y'all.
over it.
Just get over it, dude. Like,
Sitting
what are
on
you
the
doing?
toilet.
Go sit on the toilet, light a match, and get over it. No. But we understand if you have diarrhea, it's going to be like an all-day thing, off and on. So we understand.
You can't just get over that. It's got to get all out of your system.
Yeah, we understand. And sometimes that's how the hurts of life are. Sometimes it takes a little while to get over it. Yeah. It's like it comes and goes off and on, right? You just gotta, but still, flush the toilet, pull the pants up, walk forward, and just keep on with life, guys. Oh man.
I actually I watched a movie. It was called Life Itself. I watched it yesterday. I haven't watched a movie. I mean, I'll watch a movie with the kids, but like by myself, sitting at home watching a movie. It was called Life Itself. I think it was on Prime. I don't remember, Netflix or Prime. But she said, life is going to bring you to your knees, but you have to stand up and you have to keep moving and you have to, find love. Like, just love. Move forward. Love. I was like, I love that. It actually made me cry. She was dying of cancer. But
oh gosh.
I know.
Oh, that got dark really quick.
It's not funny. It just
we know it's not.
it's so horrible. That's not why I'm laughing.
I know. I understand.
Maybe I should have started with she was dying of cancer instead of just like throwing it in there. Anyway, life is going to knock you to your knees. You have to stand up.
Yeah.
And keep moving forward. Yep. That's the thing. And a lot of people stay on their knees. And that's where they go wrong. So.
And my thing is, if you're going to be on your knees, make sure you're on your knees and pray.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prayer. Let God help you up,
Yep.
He will. So, but
for sure.
Don't stay down there too long, unless you're praying, and then pray girl, pray boy, whoever is listening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's good. I love that, because life's gonna hit hard sometimes, and hit it harder, hit it back harder with prayer, and I don't know, whatever.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Life's gonna hit back harder.
Yes, with God. Let God be behind your punch, people.
Absolutely.
So good. That's awesome. Yeah. So like practical ways we can do that. Again, we talked about going to the grocery store, smile, be kind to people, hold the door open, like do things. Number
manners.
one. Yeah, that they're just so outdated. Like just people don't do those things anymore.
I do it for men, but they end up turning around and holding it. No. I'm like,
yeah, I did. And I'm telling you what, this world, we were at, when we first moved up here, we were at the driver's license place, right? And we go in and it's tiny. And so there's like not a lot of seats. And so we happen to go at lunchtime when there's like 50 million people there.
Oh, no.
So we go in there, we're kind of waiting and just waiting for our turn. And I'm a people watcher. I look around. I've always been that way. And so I'm looking around just to see who's in there, what's up. And there were like 2 or 3 older women standing and a bunch of young men sitting in the chairs. And I was backwards. Like, wow, like I would give up my seat, but we had to stand too because there just was not enough room to sit. But
I would have said something. I've actually said something. Like, hey, you guys should stand up and let these women sit down.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not bold enough to do that.
I've gotten bold enough to do that, especially when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Why are you sitting? What?
I was thinking about it though, and I mean, not excusing it because men, be gentlemen. You know, if you see an older woman standing and you're sitting, give up your seat, buddy. Come on. But our culture is like women are equal, women are equal,
I
women are
know.
equal. So to
I'm
them,
sorry.
women are equal. So why should they give up their seat?
We're not though. We're not equal. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but
We're equal in value, but
in
not
fact, yeah,
role.
but
We have different roles. I mean, that's just the way that God made it. So,
a lot of women will disagree with that though.
well,
So I don't.
read
I
the
think
Bible, pray every day.
exactly,
No.
exactly. So
Yeah, that's like a topic for another
it is, and we
episode. Like we
should
could
talk
totally
about that.
delve
We should
into that.
definitely talk
You
about
know,
it
I don't know
because
why. Like we have different roles. God made us different, and that's
yeah.
okay. Something embrace who God made you to be. Don't like look at it as a competition. We're not competing. Like we are different. God made us different. He
Mhm.
gave us different roles, and that's the end of it. That's the bottom line. You know.
It's so funny you're saying all that because I'm like doing weightlifting and trying to lift as much as men do. And I'm
Oh,
like, we're not
well,
equal, but
no. I mean, like push
I
yourself,
just
do
like
your
it. Oh yeah.
best. And if you happen to do as well as men, that's fine too. But don't let that be like your life
Oh
story. You know what I
no,
mean? I
it's
know, and I
definitely
know that's not
no,
you. So
no.
no, there's no shame in being better at a man than something. I'm
I did
always
a
better than
I
my husband at
actually
basketball. So.
that's what I did a PR. It's a push press. It's where
Uh-huh.
you just take the barbell with
Yeah.
weights on it and push 105 pounds.
Wow, that's awesome. You're strong.
It was fun. I was like,
You could start like lifting your kids.
oh,
Come
I
here.
concur.
That's awesome. No, that's good. Like I think that's awesome. That's great. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's great.
It's like,
Good.
I don't know. What was I going to say? Like setting those little goals for yourself
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and reaching those goals
Yeah.
is actually a good way to stay happy too.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
reaching those and
Yeah.
little goals. Like people like to set outrageous goals.
Yeah.
And then when they don't achieve them, it kind of hurts them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Because they failed at something that was
Exactly.
crazy, you know. Yeah, I understand.
Right. So
Yeah.
setting small goals. That could be the fit tip
That's
of
true.
the week is just
Set small goals.
set small goals. Even if it's walking, for 10 minutes a day, you're doing something.
Yeah. Just start, you know.
Start. Take
Yeah.
those first steps. Like,
Yeah. Good.
and man, doing things out of your comfort zone is it's scary, but it is
Yeah.
so rewarding.
It
Do you hear
is.
my do you
Yeah.
hear that?
Yeah. Yeah. Do
I
you have a
heard it the
sneak?
last
Yeah.
time. Silly.
I don't think mine picks up.
Silly snake.
You're so silly. Anyway, that was just weird. Sorry, y'all.
So random. Makes me want to do this. Anyway, but yes,
Hello, guys.
small goals.
Yeah, good, good. Yeah. Well, anyway, the point of all of that was that
We're so like all
we can be polite and we can be kind and be courteous and thoughtful of others. Like that is another
yes.
way we can let our light shine practically in practical ways, whether
Mhm.
it's in your family or, at your work, in
On
your
social
kids'
media.
school. Yeah, like be thoughtful of others. Like that's a Bible verse, Think of others better than yourself. What can I do to help somebody else? That's a good way to let your light shine.
Yep.
So and like I said, a lot of times you don't even have to go out there and evangelize and like share the whole gospel story with somebody for them to see Christ in you. It's,
People are scared of that these
you know,
days. People don't, you know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
kind of get pushed away like when people do that,
yeah,
which I would never, but people actually do. So
yeah,
when you do just let your light shine, they
hmm,
come to you.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
It's like
do you know what
moths,
I'm
right? They're
saying?
attracted to the
Exactly. They're
light.
like attracted to that and they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, what's going on with this girl?
yeah.
Like, what does she have that I don't?" And
And it
that's
opens
like
the door. It opens the
it
door,
opens the door.
for
Yep.
so you don't have to come at them with
Nope.
boom, boom. This is, and of course there is a time for that. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that there's not. There is a time for that, but make sure, that they're attracted to the light first because
Yeah.
sometimes the Bible can be like a blinding light that's like boom in your eyes,
And
and
overwhelming. And a lot
yeah,
of Christians can tend to be overwhelming. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
some of them give us good Christians a bad name, but
Yeah.
which is insane. That's
Yeah.
another topic.
Yeah, that's sometimes,
You know
and what fuels them is almost like hatred. It's not like
Oh,
love.
exactly. No.
Yep. Some part of part of letting your light shine is love, 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 And I'm
I
not
think
saying,
that's a big
again,
part.
yeah, I'm not saying that there's not a time for accountability and making
Right.
sure people know what the word says. I'm not saying that at all, but to reach those who are lost in darkness, we've got to be a loving form of light,
Right.
So
We have to light the lighter.
yes, yes. So, but yeah, anyway, so anybody could do that, and we are all called to do that. And so, my encouragement for anybody watching this is, pray and ask God, how can He help you be a light to somebody today? Because, like I said, where we are is not an accident. He placed each and every one of us where we are in our lives for a reason. There's someone there that needs to see your light. So
Yes.
let your light shine.
Yes.
For all the
It
world.
makes me want to sing the song. Do you remember the song?
The light of mine that
Yeah. I'm gonna let it shine.
yes, this little light of mine. Yeah. Let it shine, guys. Like, especially now, our world, man, there's just so many hurting people who need it. Like, don't be afraid. Just be kind, be loving, help people, just do those things, for the glory of God. And that's another thing. The end of that was that people would see our good works and glorify God, not us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sometimes we can kind of take the glory ourselves. And this drives me nuts. And I know it's probably a touchy thing, but when I see on, social media, like somebody's taking a picture of themselves giving a homeless person their shirt or shoes, you kind of
It defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, you kind of got away from the purpose.
It cancels out the good deed.
Yeah,
You did that for bragging rights. You did that for likes. I mean, if somebody is taking the picture and they happen to post it of you,
yes,
that's
let
not you
others
doing
praise
that.
you. Don't praise yourself. And
I
that's a
will
Bible verse.
never, 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 ever do that.
Yeah.
And I help people on the regular, but I'm not going to post about it ever.
Right.
Like,
because it's not about us, right? It's not about us. It's not about
at
glorifying
all.
ourselves. It's about
It makes you feel
letting them
good
see.
too. I
Yeah.
mean, I always feel good when I do good stuff
of
for people,
course.
but I don't have to tell anybody about it.
Yeah, you
know,
don't.
I do tell the kids sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
guess
that's
what
good.
happened today? This is so cool.
I
But
think
it's
there's a time to share, and it's all about the motives. Are you trying to get praises, or are you? Because when we do share things like that with our kids, we're teaching them to do that.
to do the
You
same
know what I
thing.
mean?
Yes.
So
Oh,
we've
that's
got to be
really the
careful.
only reason why.
Yeah, we've got to just be careful with that. I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying in general, all of us. We've just got to make sure that
for sure.
we are doing those good things for others. It's about God, about pointing others to the Lord, and just being kind. It's not about glorifying ourselves. So that would be my encouragement for that. But anyway, yeah. So you guys, this is short and sweet, I think. But let your light shine, man. The world needs it. So I just said man. I say man a lot sometimes. Sorry.
It's better than dude.
Dude, like let your light shine, okay? Like
Totally.
And if you got diarrhea, there's some medicine for that.
I say bro a lot.
Bruh. Like, why did it become bruh?
Bruh.
Bruh.
I don't know.
Bruh.
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 I say bro.
Bro.
What's up, bro?
What up, dude?
No.
No.
Excellent.
Tubular.
What is it?
Tubular.
You know the rock sign?
It's this.
That's cowabunga. That's hang 10.
Righteous.
This is the rock sign. I used to go like this.
Rock.
Yeah, like rock on, like rock star.
Oh, rock on,
rock
dude.
star.
Yes.
I'm all like, do you know
like,
what this means? This means
love.
I love you.
Oh, you're like, I love you.
I'm going to go to a rock concert and do that.
I love this song and I love rock. It's like a combination. I think it would work. But anyway.
So funny.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching and listening. We hope, if anything, that you get from this is just let your light shine. Life is too short to keep that bottled up, and the world needs it. The world needs your light, the light of Christ. So go light it up, but not drugs, just your light. So when I say light it up, I mean
She's not talking about marijuana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
She's talking about.
Yeah. Like let your light shine, So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We hope to see you again next time. Not see you, but you'll see us again next time, right? Like, why do we never do this good? I don't know. But you guys get it. You get it. You know what's up. All right.
Love you guys. Rock on.
Rock on. Love ya. Tubular. Bye.
Peace.